I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I'd like to thank my amazing team. And I'd like to thank my strong legal team as well. Look, enough said. Time to cut off his head. And come July the 24th, there will be bloodshed. Get your tickets now. I'll see you soon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Morning. I don't know what time it is. Afternoon. Firstly, I'd like to say congratulations to Deontay Wilder for finding his Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ. Before the last fight, he was comparing gods, and we know my God won, so congratulations. And after all this bloodshed stuff, not so certain. Heard it all before, to be fair. Said all this last time. Decapitation and bloodshed and all that. And we all know what went down there. So, I'm sure there's a lot of people got a lot of questions and they want to know certain facts, including myself. So, I'll leave the questions open to the floor. Keep it short and simple from me. Thank you very much.
We always had a chemistry as brotherhood, but for this fight, one thing I can say is before Deontay and I even talked about me moving forward as far as his head trainer, I wanted to make sure that we had the same chemistry as far as fighter and trainer. I wanted that to be better than brotherhood, you know what I mean? And from ever since I've started working with him as far as training him and taking that position, our chemistry as fighter and trainer by far passes our chemistry as our brotherhood. So, I'm impressed with him and how he's adapted and how receptive he is and everything. So, yeah.
Deontay, last time we were up here, it was Tyson who had a new trainer sitting next to him, and you spoke about him making changes to his team, changing trainers and all that. You decided to make a change. Why was Malik the right person for the job to get it done this third time? Deontay?
You said, why was I the right one to get it done for the job?
Yes.
I believe with a fighter like Deontay, right, he's naturally raw power. I believe someone like myself that is extremely technically sound from my own background of boxing, it just matched well. But the thing with us is the chemistry. I believe there's great fighters in the world, right, that have great teachers. But then I believe there's great fighters in the world that have good chemistry with a good or okay teacher, and that makes it work for them. So our chemistry is firing on all cylinders on both sides.
So what kind of imprint do you see yourself making in this fight?
Deontay has made the imprint. He's made the mental adjustments. All I needed was a receptive athlete. I'm not even talking about his ability and everything I've been seeing him do over the last 10 years. He's already made the mental adjustments to do everything I need him to do when we're in that ring. He's already made the mental adjustments to turn his household into his training facility. Eat, sleep, and shit boxing. And that's all I ask, and that's what I'm impressed with the most. I only see it one way. I believe that if you let Fury just do what he want to do, then he's going to do more than what you allow him to do. I think I have no doubt in my mind Deontay is going to become two-time heavyweight champion of the world, and I believe it's going to be by knockout.
How did you go from that switch, it being, and everyone thinking it was going to be Anthony Joshua one day, to 2 days later, here we are with Deontay Wilder?
Yeah, it was a crazy roller coaster of fights, what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. But I always said you're never fighting somebody until you're in the ring opposite them. So it wasn't really hard for me. I never started training. I wasn't in training camp when all these negotiations were going on. So it was what it was. 1 minute I'm fighting one guy, next minute I'm fighting another guy. It's what I do. It's what I get paid to do. I get paid to beat up on people. Not a bad job, really. Yes. So, yeah, it's going to be Deontay Wilder. So, yeah, it's his turn again. Let him get another good hiding, and we'll see if he wants a fourth rematch after this one, maybe a 7th, 10th, 72. Who knows? It might go on forever. Yeah, I just keep training, stay motivated. Every day I wake up, it's a blessing. I'm happy to be alive, I'm happy to be living, being here right now, and I look forward to today. That's how I manage my problems. I'm not looking forward to the future. I'm not looking at the past. I enjoy today, the now, living in the moment type of person. I look forward to the challenge. I hope he's going to bring something different to what he did last time. Well, he needs to. Let's face facts. And let's hope he can give me a challenge. I know he's took on Malik, very experienced guy in boxing. He's had a lot of professional fights himself. And let's hope he can bring the best out of Deontay Wilder, hopefully.
so many different things Deontay have to do, because in my opinion, he wasn't able to do anything in the last fight. So it's about the mental adjustments he's made to the craft. And I think that's going to pay big dividends for him when you're in with a guy like Tyson Fury. You know what I'm trying to say? A lot of people have been seeing me and Deontay work, and they say, oh, they never seen him do this. They never seen him do that.
Mm-hmm.
These people haven't been seeing him in the gym. So we'll say Bermain Stavern second fight. That whole camp before Bermain Stavern the second fight, Deontay was boxing on his toes, doing all type of stuff. Before that, when we was getting ready for years back, I think it was Calvin Price. He was boxing on his toes. See, these are all things I've always seen and took notes and said to myself, if I ever get the opportunity to work with him, I'm just going to make the most things he do subconsciously, I'm going to make him drill those things. And that's what we do now. We repetitiously drill good things that most people haven't seen him doing in big fights.
What's like doing that?
It wasn't really hard because, like I've been telling the reporters, if we got out the ring with Fury in the second fight at 12:45, we was disappointed and we had a long talk and everything, but literally around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., Deontay was already putting his plan into play on what he wanted done, how he wanted to, rededicate himself, how he wanted to do everything correct to get the title back. And he's done that, and I'm expecting him to win and win in grand fashion.
Why do you think that Deontay doesn't want to answer any questions up here today?
Well, number one, he's very stubborn. You know what I mean? Even though he's rededicated his life and everything to the craft, he's very stubborn. But like most legends or like most gifted people, they have their things with them. Like even Fury, he has his things with him. A lot of people think he's crazy. Most people that are like that, Marvin Gaye is one of my favorite artists of all time, musician-wise. He had his thing with him. Michael Jackson, these people have their thing with him. But what I do, as long as Deontay give me what I want in the gym, long as he give me what I'm asking for when he's sparring, I don't care about the stubbornness. We gonna get this work done because we got a big task ahead, and it's my job and his job to make sure it get done.
So perhaps even portraying a different demeanor considering what he came here to do. I mean, I asked him about answering questions, and he said, the talking is done. It's just time to do business and to put in work. So I'm going to send it over to Tyson. Now, what do you make of the fact that Deontay doesn't want to answer any questions?
It shows how weak of a mental person he is, and how much of the beating from the last fight has took an emotional, physical effect on his life. I was worried about Deontay Wilder for quite a while after the defeat that I gave him. And obviously he's doing his little thing with his earphones on and he doesn't want to answer any questions. That's up to him. But I'm here to promote a fight and talk to the press, what I always do. So if Deontay Wilder doesn't want to commit to this press conference, let's me take Deontay Wilder's part. So I'll play double character if you want. Yeah, I'm quite good at doing these role-playing stuff. So I'll be Deontay Wilder and I'll be Tyson Fury, and we'll play a little game. So here's me taken as Tyson Fury. So he's employed Malik Scott to help him. As Malik said, Wilder is a stubborn person, so he's got his own mentality and he wants to do things his own way. So to listen to other people is not what Deontay Wilder does. So no matter how much that Malik teaches Deontay's going to do what Deontay's going to do.
That's wrong.
Deontay's going to do what he's going to do.
He's been doing everything I've asked him and told him to do.
Yeah, but like Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a game plan until they get punched in the mouth.
Yeah, but you're talking about as far as training. He's doing everything.
Yeah, he can do that,
more.
but in the real fight I'm talking about, he's going to do what he's going to do. He's going to revert straight back to type, 100%. As soon as he hits him with the first right hand, he's going to see red and he's going to I'm going to take his head off with his
Sugar
big
Hill
right.
just said you're a one-punch knockout artist now, but there's no history of you knocking someone out with one punch. So that means when a fight gets started, or you want to go back
he's going to go straight back to revert, 100%. You heard it here first. And another thing is, you can't expect him to do something that you couldn't do.
Like what? Lock you out?
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but me and you never fought, Tyson. You bust my eardrum when we
did spar, didn't we? And we know what happened there.
You're a 260-pound man that can fight. You bust my eardrum the first time we sparred. That's not something to brag about. You can fight. That's what you do.
I know, but you can't teach him to be some great fighter when you wasn't.
Tyson, who's teaching him to be a great fighter? I'm adding on to everything that he do.
Well, we will see in the fight.
No, real quick.
The way I see it is, right, he's got rid of Mark Breland because Mark Breland's a cheater, whatever he said. And he's employed you. I think you've been working with him for a long time. I'm not here to disrespect you or anything because you're his trainer. You're not boxing. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying what I think at the moment. everyone has this game plan of they're going to do something against me until they get in there, as we all know, because we've seen it so many times.
Was Sugar Hill a great fighter that teaches you very well?
No, he wasn't.
But
This is what I'm saying.
So why would you say, how am I going to teach him and I wasn't a great fighter?
I don't believe that. You can teach him in the gym as much as you want.
Right.
But as soon as he gets in the ring, Deontay Wilder's got 43
But that's what we got the date
he's
for.
going to do.
That's what we're going to see July 24th.
Well, we will see. But I'm going to state it here first. I'm going to stamp my claim that he's going to be the same old Deontay Wilder we've always seen.
You're supposed to see that.
And that's that. So, yeah, just because you both got your eardrums burst in sparring and fights, it is what it is. But I can't see him doing anything different. Maybe I'm wrong, but who knows? It doesn't matter.
But see, listen to what I'm saying real quick. Say if you couldn't fight and you did that to me.
Yeah.
I would feel like shit. I'm boxing Tyson Fury. The first day I boxed him, he bust my eardrum. Then I come back to box him again the next day. And then the next day it happened and I couldn't hear and I couldn't continue to box. That's nothing, Bragg. This shit happens in boxing.
Of course.
But you're bringing that up as if
you brought it up. You said I popped your eardrum. I didn't mention it.
No. But you just said, well, if he's getting bust up in sparring or if he's getting bust up in a fight, that's on them. Yeah, but you bust my ear. It's okay, though, Ty. That's what happens in boxing.
I didn't mention the ear
busting.
busting.
You just did at the end. You just did at the end.
You started with the ear busting. I didn't mention it.
Okay.
But as we're on the topic of ear busting, don't we find it funny that I busted both of these guys' eardrums, trainer and fighter? Crazy. Statistics.
Tyson Sugar Hill.
I'm going to be aiming for Deontay Wilder's ears in the next fight. Burst.
Is it going to be, in your anticipation, a one-punch knockout, or how do you see this third fight
I'll tell you how I see it, and I gave my game plan away the first time because he wasn't good enough to do anything about it, and I'll do the same thing this time because he's not good enough to do anything about it. Deontay Wilder's a one-trick pony. He's got one-punch power. We all know that. Great. But what I'm going to do to Deontay Wilder this time is I'm going to run him over as if I'm an 18-wheeler and he's a human being. And I guarantee you he does not go past where he did before. Because before I only had 5 or 6 weeks of practicing what I was going to do to him. This time I've had 18 months of practicing what I'm going to do to him. So I anticipate it's going to be like an 18-wheeler running over somebody. And that's what you're going to see. I'm building my weight up. I'm trying to get up to 300 pounds for this fight. Because I'm looking for a big knockout straight away. I don't believe he's mentally, physically or emotionally involved in his fight. I think he's doing it for the wrong reasons. And when people do things for the wrong reasons, they always wind up getting hurt. So we'll see on fight night if I'm a man to my word and if I can run him over quicker than round 7. And I think I do, for sure.
If I could just ask you one more time to respond to how Tyson Fury believes that this fight is going to go down based on what you guys have worked on. I'd imagine you say no way.
You asked me what do I think of Tyson's prediction?
Yes.
I think it's just cliche. A fighter's supposed to think he's going to, especially he had a good night the last time. He had his best night on Deontay Wilder's worst night. The stars just lined up for him. That's not going to be the same in the trilogy.
Do you want to ask Deontay Wilder a question?
I did try, but Deontay's going to...
I'll answer it for him. It's fine.
That's okay. That's okay, guys. Anything else, Malik, that you would like to say? No? Deontay, you're good? He's good? Anybody else? Any final comments here, since this is the one and only press conference that we're going to have here, and then we get ready to take some photos here, and then you'll have to answer from the media. Anything else, Bob? Anything else you'd like to say, Bob? Go, yeah.
Just, it's going to be a great fight, and you can see Deontay Wilder is saving his energy by not saying anything. Good, maybe that'll help him in the fight. I doubt it. We'll see what we'll see on July 24th.
Any final words, Tyson? Champ, I'll give you the final word.
Thank you, everybody, for turning out for this one-sided press conference. Hopefully the media have some good questions and we can get some answers and stuff.
All culminating in the main event with these two guys right here, Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder 3. Thank you for joining us. Deontay?
Bogeyman's here to get you again.
Front guy?
You think they gonna face the front? They not gonna face no front. They is not facing no front.
Yeah, I think they wanted to look forward.
They is not. Okay.
Two time. Two time. Two time.
No, come on.
Try to see if you can turn towards the camera. Can we have you guys turn and face forward to the cameras that are watching, please? Maybe, pretty please.
With these two.
Thanks, guys. We got media to do.
There we go. Kelly. Yep. This is a totally different kind of fight. They is not doing nothing traditional. They would be like that with each other for 24
20 minutes?
Yes, they longer.
All right, buddy. You tell me when they're ready to break it up, okay?
We're done?
Okay.
Hey, don't touch him. Don't touch him. Nobody put their hands on him.
What is happening?
Why you take dust now? See you look. Boom spot.
Two time.
Boom squat.
Two time.
Boom ball.
Two time.
Huh?
Two time.
Boys.
Two time.
Boom boys.
Two time.
Boom squat. Get another knockout. He's going to get
Two time.
boom boy.
Two time.
You're a little bitch.
Two time.
Bitch boy.
Two time.
Good there and said that. You
Two time.
bitch boy.
Two time.
Two times.
Two
No
time.
time.
Two
No
time.
time.
Two time.
No time.
Yeah.
Another KO. Retire this time. Retire this time. Pack of shit houses.
Two time.
It can easily be my fight with you.
Two time. Two time. Two time.
What's a little
Two
draw
time.
about? 'Cause I'll take
Two
time
time.
in.
Two time. Two time.
One punch, yeah?
Two time. Two time. Two time.
Or pack.
You.
Two time.
Me and you, no bother.
No. Two time.
We need boxing. We're not professional boxers.
Two time.
Anytime.
Keep trying.
Yeah.
I ain't no problem. Yeah, we gonna see.
Yeah. We gonna see.
We gonna see. Two time.
No jokes here.
Yes, sir.
All you big ass.
2-time.
Last time you play your big ass, you got knocked down, didn't you? This time, you shut your fucking mouth.
5-5.
Shut your mouth.
2-time.
It's a 6'5" one here.
2-time.
Bitch.
2-time.
Pussy boy.
2-time.
Like that, walk away.
2-time. 2-time.
One of the good guys wants to run.
Sit over there. You sausage. Look at him, I'm kicking the face. All right, Fred. Still here? I'm still here. Where's my man gone? For a good stare at them. Like a little pussy, what he is. They're all pussies, Tyson.
All the good boys good to walk away. Jackers. Number words, young. Number
There's one for you as well, Dwarf.
2-time.
One right here, you little small little piece of shit.
2-time.
What's going on? What are we doing now?